Hello, everybody. It's Corey Michael Sanchez here. Welcome to this webinar, this simple three-step system for landing your next client with LinkedIn. So we got a lot of you guys coming in. Oh, it's going to be a big webinar. So give me a one in the chat box if you can hear me okay. And I already see people putting in questions. We got all kinds of people: William, Salvatore, Robin, Martin, Yvonne, Paul, Gail. This is live, by the way. Michelle, Ray, Tony. Okay, good. I'm doing this thing where I'm traveling 12 different cities over 12 different months, 12 different countries. So it's pretty cool. We got Ohio, Los Angeles, Cleveland, excellent, Chicago, Florida, Lake Tahoe, nice, Clearwater, Florida, Nashville, Boston, Portland, Baltimore, Houston, Atlanta, Kansas, nice, nice, nice. Phoenix, okay, another Phoenix person. My business partner is in Phoenix, I'm from Scottsdale, so very cool. New York, San Diego, Chicago. Okay, great. Guys, this is going to be awesome. So you guys are in for a treat. We're going to teach you guys how to get clients out of LinkedIn. We're going to show you how to do it as easy as possible, and it'll take you no time at all. We're going to show you how to monetize LinkedIn, right? Because I find LinkedIn is one of those assets that you have that is just underutilized. So give me the next question I want to ask you guys is, what's your business? What is your what kind of business do you run, and what does that look like? Okay, Tom from Philly, environmental consulting, hypnosis, very cool. That's a good one, Bill. I haven't had that one on here yet. Let's see. There's a little bit of a delay, guys. We got so many people that it's taken a bit for these to come in. Marketing agency, advertising and education, Connecticut. Nice, welcome. Life insurance and annuities, custom cake business. Cool, I love cakes. Security services, helicopters, very nice. Funding, brokerage, virtual assistant, credit repair, neurofeedback. I'm really into that kind of stuff. That's really awesome. Efficiency consulting, healthcare, graphic design, IT consulting, nonprofit. All right, guys. Well, hey, this is going to be fun. Now let me kind of, here's what I'm going to move on and show you guys what's going on here. Okay, and now we're also going to use polls here. Okay, so polls are great. I'm going to put the first poll up, which is, do you have a LinkedIn profile? So I'm going to launch the poll. All you have to do, guys, and we're going to do this often throughout the webinar, is answer yes or not yet. So pick one of the answers and then hit submit, and then it'll the answers will come in yet. And by the way, we're going to show you how to do this, whether you have experience with LinkedIn or not, whether you've ever gotten clients or not, whether you even have a LinkedIn account. It does not matter. I find that a lot of people aren't using LinkedIn the correct way, and they're not getting clients, and they're not systematically getting clients, or they're doing LinkedIn the wrong way, and it's actually turning off their prospects, and it's kind of affecting your business. Okay, got 70% of people answer. Let me get a lot of 10 more percent people answer. Okay, let me close the poll and share the results. All right, 98% of you said yes, so that's awesome. And 2% of you said not yet. And don't worry about it, if whether you have a LinkedIn profile or not, you're going to definitely be able to monetize, absolutely. So, okay. Now we've got this, we're going to be here, just so you guys know, for about an hour and a half, right? It might be more, it might be less. It just depends on the Q&A, and we got a lot of ground to cover. Because today we're going to talk about how you can monetize the gold mine in LinkedIn. Because a lot of you guys are sitting on a LinkedIn account where you could make thousands and thousands of dollars in the next really couple days just from your existing LinkedIn connections. And then from there, monetizing other LinkedIn connections. So let me go over the huge opportunity for everybody here today. We're going to show you guys how to close massive deals from LinkedIn, how to fill your calendar with your ideal prospects, how to automatically build a laser-targeted LinkedIn database, how to build an email list of valuable prospects as well, and how to partner. Some of you guys will want to know how to do this, how to partner with businesses and get paid to build their databases, and a ton more. Okay? If this sounds like you're in the right place, give me a big money sign in the chat box if this sounds interesting, exciting to you, because that's what we're going to show you. So like I said, we have a lot to cover in a very short amount of time. If you have questions, we're going to do a lot of, you can ask them. If I can, I will get to them, but we have so many people on here that, we might wait to the end to be answering as many questions as possible. Okay? Now, just so you guys know, people have been on this exact training and went on to make some serious money really quickly. So Tony Grant, he says, "Hey Corey, I followed your webinars over the years. And that's maybe why I'm nearing 3K connections." And by the way, he said, "And I am 100% totally blind." Okay, so if Tony Grant can do it, guys, then you guys can do it, right? So there's no reason that you guys can't be making money from LinkedIn over the next couple of days. That's what Terry did. She said, this is Terry, and she said she sold 2 platinum accounts in her business, $20,000 up front. And Robert Leask says he had a booking within 20 minutes. So the exact formula that we are showing today on this webinar, he got a booking within 20 minutes. And he says, I believe for the first time that will really succeed and help others succeed too. Okay. So we got, it's going to be awesome. Now, just to kind of introduce you, some of you guys know us, some of you guys are just getting to know us, why folks listen to us closely. And just so you guys give a little background, my name is Corey Michael Sanchez. Our company is Mojo Global. Ira Rosen is my partner. He's going to be jumping on in just a second. And we've been in business 10 years, and we've developed 7 figures in recurring revenue, but we've also been featured in Forbes magazine for the amazing accomplishment of helping our customers book over 513,000 appointments. Now, this we're exceptionally proud of, and that's what we're going to share you today, is how to do that in your own business. So it's going to be pretty fun. A couple other things, we create softwares, we're considered 1% influencers. Ira is known as the $1 billion man. He's been my mentor for a long time. We've been working together for 10 years now, and he's done over $1 billion in sales. So give it up for Ira, that's really exceptional. And myself, I travel the world because we built our business on LinkedIn. In the last 10 months, I've been in 10 different countries, and it's exciting, right? You can do this kind of thing when you're using LinkedIn to build businesses because you can do it anywhere in the world, right? So for those of you that love to travel, then this is going to be an exciting webinar as well. Okay, shall we dive in, guys? So here's what we're going to cover. We're going to show you guys how to get the one thing that every business needs. Who here knows what that is? Go to the chat box. Give me a big answer. Who here knows what every business needs? It's probably the reason that you're on here, right? What is that? Okay, good. I see the answers coming in. Exactly. New clients and customers. New clients and customers. And let me kind of move forward here. Yep, customers and new business, right? That's what you're looking for. That's why you're on here. That's why you took the time to set aside and be on this training program. Now, the problem is that a lot of businesses aren't effectively getting new clients and customers, right? Because there's a lot of problems and challenges that happen as you go out there. Is you don't have enough leads and appointments. You're selling to businesses with no money, right? I'm sure you guys have all experienced that. You're using methods that don't work. You're working too hard and you're not sure who to trust, right? That just happens. And we want to solve that for you guys here today. We've been doing this for customers for almost 10 years now, and we're excited to solve that problem for you, okay? Now I'm going to kind of like move forward here. Sometimes I'm going to skip over things as I see there, we could, because we got a lot to cover here, and I just want to make sure that I'm being cognizant of the time for you guys. Now, we've got some really cool things for you. So stay to the end and you're going to receive a LinkedIn Secret Sauce Blueprint, okay? You're also going to receive private video training, Secrets from $1 billion in Sales. This is from Ira Rosen's private training vault. And we have $1,000 in prizes to give away. We have Amex travel vouchers that we're going to give away at the end of this webinar. So if you stay on the webinar, you're going to be able to win one of those, which is really awesome. They're valued at $500. So go to the chat box, give me a big yes if you want to win one of those travel vouchers, because that's always a fun thing, and you get that by staying to the very end. Okay, so we have 2 of them to give away. Okay, so one of the things that we're going to talk about here is how do you solve empty calendar syndrome, right? This is one of the things. By the way, I have a quick question for everybody. Go to the chat box, right? If you do consultative selling, right? Go to the chat box if you do consultative selling, right? Give me a 1 if you actually meet with people face-to-face or on the phone. Let's see what we got here. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, and Nathaniel says, am I in the chat box? You are. Absolutely. Okay, good. So a lot of you guys are doing, you guys are actually doing consultative selling. By the way, Ira, I see you on there, but you're gonna have to log in with the actual link that I sent you in Hangouts because I think you're on the other, you're not on the right side of things. So, but yeah, so here's what we solve for you guys: empty calendar syndrome. Ira always says this: if you have an empty calendar, you probably have an empty bank account, right? And if you have a full calendar, you have a happy calendar and probably a full bank account. And for people that are on here, if you want to use LinkedIn, now LinkedIn is primarily a business-to-business platform. It's the #1 business-to-business platform, actually, right? So go to the chat box. Do you consider your business more B2B or B2C? B2C means business to consumer, and B2B means business to business, which means you sell to businesses, right? Let's see. Serena, you're in the chat. Excellent. B2C, B2C, B2B, meet clients face to face. That is the chat box. Exactly. Okay, good. Yes, yes. Okay, a lot of B2Bs, some B2Cs. Now we're going to show you how you can monetize LinkedIn if you're B2C or B2B. It's primarily a B2B engine though. And what we do is we use LinkedIn to fill calendars. Because if you have a full calendar, it's great. If you have an empty calendar, right? If you wake up Monday morning and you don't have any sales opportunities, this is what is going on in your business. Your house is on fire. And it always feels way better on a Friday when you just closed a whole bunch of deals. But if you don't and you're kind of like struggling, this is what it feels like, right? So your house is literally on fire. Not literally, but figuratively. And we're going to help you guys solve that, right? And a lot of times a lot of people like to focus on other things, right? It's so easy to check, Facebook or to check your email. And what people end up doing is instead of focusing on their #1 thing that they need to do, which is filling their calendar with red hot prospects, they do other things. We've all been there, right? And so this is what we call mowing your grass when your house is on fire, okay? And so we're going to get away from that because, we want to solve this issue for you guys right now. Okay, so the question becomes, where's the best place to get leads? Now, we've tried everything when it comes to generating leads: Facebook, radio, newspaper, networking, speaking, right? All of these, and we spent tons of money on it. We got on LinkedIn about 6 years ago. We didn't know anything about it, right? And we saw it in Forbes magazine, Fortune magazine, Inc. magazine, right? All of those magazines. And we started to find out why LinkedIn is the holy grail for getting new clients. So let me share that with you, right? Here's why LinkedIn leads are more valuable than other leads. First of all, these are business people, right? That means they're professional, they're more serious about doing business, and they're just higher net worth contacts, okay? Plus you get access to decision makers, and really, guys, it's a B2B focus, right? It's absolutely a B2B focus, right? But there's things that you can do with B2C, and we'll show you that here coming up. Now, I want you to write down these statistics because this is going to be very important that you know this. There's 500+ million people on LinkedIn, and it's growing. It's growing all the time. In fact, every second, 2 people join LinkedIn. I don't know if you know that, but it's growing. It's not like, you remember MySpace where it was big and then it's not big? Well, LinkedIn is actually growing. This is really important. The average consumer on LinkedIn has twice the purchasing power of any other social media website. So I don't know about you guys, but when I first heard this, I was like, wow, this is why LinkedIn is a gold mine. It's because the people on there, they have money, they're more serious, right? And if I don't know about you, but if I'm going to be doing business, I want to talk to people that have the money to invest in the products or services. And I know you guys are the exact same way, right? Now, let me give you kind of a simple formula on why LinkedIn connections are so valuable. Not too long ago, LinkedIn got bought by Microsoft, right? I don't know if you knew that, but they did. And they got bought for $26.2 billion cash purchase price. This is a tremendous sum of money, right? So if you do the math, right, at that time, there's 450 million users on LinkedIn, okay? So let's do the simple math on that. So that means 450 million users, $26.2 billion cash purchase price. That means each connection is worth $58.20. Okay, write that down. Write that down. Each connection is worth $58.20. Okay, so take a look at this. That means if you have 100 connections, the value on your profile is 5,800. If you have by the way, how many connections do you have? Go to the chat box. Let me see what you guys are working with. What are you guys cranking with? Yeah, and you're in the chat box, Rosaline. Absolutely. 800 from Zara. Okay, 1,300, 13,000, nice. 200. Okay, we've got 500. Okay, good. And it doesn't matter how many connections you guys have because, frankly, we're going to show you guys how to monetize the connections you do have and go out there and get new connections. And I think I hear Ira finally.
I'm here. We had a little technical difficulty here. Welcome. Thank you, Corey.
All right. Thank you, Ira. Thanks for joining. All right, good. We got across the board, anywhere from 0 for Marianne, don't worry about it, all the way up to who's got the most? Who thinks they've got the most connections? I see 10,000, 18,000 from Bradley. Nice. I think Bradley might have it, unless there's somebody else. Yeah, great job, Bradley. Okay, so you have the most so far. But 1,000 connections, the value is 58,000, and 10,000 connections is about $500,000. And 30,000 connections is the max you can have. Write that fact down because that's really important for you to know. That means that the value of your profile is $1.74 million if you have 30,000 connections, okay? Now, this is a big reason why just the other day, this is brand new news, November 30th, so literally last week, end of last week, Microsoft now beating Apple for biggest market value. Why? It's because they own LinkedIn, okay? It's huge. And so that's why LinkedIn is so incredibly valuable. But here's the thing. This is not, you're like, okay, great, I'm not Microsoft, and we know that. So here, let me show you why this is not just true for corporations, okay? Check this out. This is John Fish. He went from 5 to 70 distributors, okay? And what that allowed him to do is that he went up to $80,000 per month in revenue, and he's projecting over 6 figures per month in the next 90 days. Now, what he loved is that LinkedIn saved him 10 years worth of prospecting, right? And that's why you guys are here, because guess what? You don't want to have to spend all the time figuring out how to, we spent the last 6 years only doing LinkedIn. So that way we could be the biggest world-class experts of LinkedIn that the world's ever seen, and that's what people see us as. And so that's why we want to. That's why we're here, because we want to show you guys how to do what John Fish does and how all of our customers are doing it, right? Isaac, he went from being practically broke to having his first 10K month, right? And he was a brand new entrepreneur, 20-something years old. So no matter who you are, guys, you can do this. Now, one big important thing. And I think you guys all know this, but LinkedIn's not a fad, okay? LinkedIn is not going anywhere. A couple years ago, well, actually, let me just say this. How long have you had your LinkedIn profile? Go to the chat box. Have you had it for? I've had mine for over 10 years now, okay? How long have you had yours? I see 5 years. I see since the beginning almost, okay? 10 years, 8 years, 1 year, 6 months. Haven't started mine yet. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so basically, yeah, here's the deal, guys. And that is the chat room, man. Absolutely, absolutely. And you are, Bill, you're in the chat room too. And so is Rob. You guys, you guys are in the chat room. If you have something where you're typing, like Brent, you guys are in the chat box. Siobhan, I see you. You are definitely in the chat box, okay? And my team will be messaging you guys. I'm making sure you know that, okay? Okay, good. So a lot of you guys, Derek, you're in the chat. Okay, cool. So 5 years since this, so a lot of you guys have had LinkedIn for a while. Okay. Now, LinkedIn is going to be here for a long time. Okay. As long as the internet is around, you're going to have your LinkedIn profile, which means you're going to be able to use it to tap into, it's a long-term asset for you. So what does that mean? That means that if you do it right and you understand it, then you'll be able to monetize it long into the future, okay? And that's huge. That means it makes sense to invest your marketing and business dollars in order to know how to use LinkedIn, which is why you're here, and your time. I'm gonna skip through this. Reason people don't fail is they just don't know what to do. Okay, so let me dive to this, and then here's the big part. Over our last 6 years, we've helped our clients book $513,000 or 513,000 appointments. So who's ready? It's a 3-step system that I want to show you. It's a 3-step system for monetizing, for making money on LinkedIn. Give me $ signs in the chat box if you're ready to learn this system, because I want to give it to you. I'm going to break it down very simply, but at the end of this, guys, you're going to know exactly how to monetize, how to make money from LinkedIn just on this webinar. It's awesome. You're going to be able to do that today. Okay, good. I see people coming in, dollar signs, absolutely. Okay, great. Love it. I want to hear from everybody, okay? So everybody go to the chat box. Who here is ready? All right, because let me just pull up my next slide. And okay, good. So the three-step system for making money on LinkedIn. Okay, and that's how easy it can be. Now there's a little bit more to it, right? I'm not going to tell you it's just 3 steps, right? But I want to break it down to you guys in terms that you can understand so that way you can take fast action. Okay, fair enough? All right, so let's dive in. The first thing that you want to do on LinkedIn is connect. You want to laser beam target and connect with your ideal prospects. Now, I want to highlight the fact that we're talking about your ideal prospects, not just anybody, right? I think a lot of people on LinkedIn, they're connected to their coworkers, they're connected to your college buddies, you're connected to your friends, your family, you're connected to your employees, employers, right? And your competition. And yet you're not connected to your perfect prospect. So there's a problem. And we're gonna help you solve that right away. Okay, so you want to connect. Next thing is you want to message them. You want to lock in an appointment and you want to do it in the right way. And we're going to show you guys how to do that. And the third thing is you want to monetize. You want to close the deal, and you do that by getting on the phone. Okay, that's how the money is made on LinkedIn. And I'll dive more into that in just a bit. So let's talk about the first step, shall we? The first step is connect. So it's easy to connect with folks on LinkedIn. Why is it so easy? Well, first of all, LinkedIn's a trusted website. Okay, LinkedIn has done a tremendous amount of work to build your trust, and as a result, okay, you're more likely to accept somebody's connections. Okay, so check this out. This is my own LinkedIn profile. Okay, now every day I have people wanting to connect with me every single day, right? So it's just so easy. Right here, I just can connect. And by the way, you can feel free to connect with me. Okay, it's just so easy. Look, everybody does this, right? It's just so easy. And for instance, you can go to, here's my LinkedIn. I only give this to folks that are on my trainings, right? So you can connect with me there, so you can write that down. And love to connect with you guys. Okay, but it's so easy for people to connect that they just do it, right? And as a result, people are 50 times more likely to connect with you than to opt into your list, right? And you know that. How many lists do you opt into, right? How many blogs or websites do you opt into? Not very many. But it's so easy to connect with people. You're just so much more likely to do it. Now, here's the deal, guys. Connections do not lead to making money unless you know what to do with it, okay? A lot of you have connections. You probably haven't been able to monetize it. But I have to tell you, getting that connection is that first yes on a path to a sale. It truly is. And psychologically, as they start to see your profile and start building a relationship with you, right? And also you can now engage with them, right? When you connect to somebody, you are free to message them whenever you wish. Not only that, but every time somebody connects to you, you get their email address as well. Write this down. This is an important nugget for you guys. If you do email follow-up with your LinkedIn connections, you will get twice the amount of appointments, which means you're going to close twice the amount of deals. Okay? So write that down. That's hugely important. Now, let's talk about targeting. I'm going to put up a whole bunch of people that you can target on LinkedIn. Okay? CEOs, VPs of sales, CMOs, attorneys, authors, contractors. Take a look at this list, guys. Are your decision makers on this list? And if they're not, who are you looking for? Give me a big yes in the chat box if your decision makers are on this list. Okay. All right. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, good. All right, good. Okay, can you guys hear me okay? By the way, it says some of you guys said that you're not able to hear the audio, right? Okay, I just want to make sure. We got so many people. It's coming in good. Okay, good. I just want to make sure of that. Okay. All right, good. So a lot of you guys are saying, yes, these are the people you want to connect to. And guess what? If the people you're going after are not on this list, guess what? Almost 550 million people on LinkedIn, you're going to be able to find who you're looking for. I guarantee it. Okay, and we'll show you how to do that. Okay. Now I'm short for time, but you guys want to see how you can do some simple targeting, right? on LinkedIn to find your decision makers? Okay, CIO, CTO, yes, 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 or do you want me to keep moving? Okay, you guys want me to do that. Okay. All right, so let me do that real quick, okay? I'm not going to spend a bunch of time on it. This is the LinkedIn search bar, okay? So if you're looking for, somebody said CTO, right? You would type in CTO, right? And then you would come over here. Let's see, you want to type in CTO and check this out. I typed in CTO and about 500,000 people came up for me to connect with. Okay, that's a ton. Or it's my first level connections and second level connections. Now, first level connections are like Facebook friends. They're people that I'm already connected to, right? Second level connections, right? If I come over here and hit second level, these are people that I'm not connected to, right? So this is how, so you can go after and monetize people that you're already connected to, or you could go out and reach out to new people, right? And you can use the simple search bar to do that, right? You can type in owner, you could type in attorney, and LinkedIn is going to serve you up a list of your prime prospects. Pretty cool, huh? So that's how easy it is. Now, there's some other ways to target. I'm not going to teach you guys all about targeting because there's some more in-depth training where we do a lot more of that, but it's very easy. As you can see, it took me like literally 5 seconds to go in, type in CTO, and LinkedIn serves up a list. Okay, so it's very easy to do. Now, let me share with you a little story of how some people are using it, right? Okay, so this is Terry. Terry does what's called whale hunting. Do you guys know what whale hunting is? Give me a yes if you know what whale hunting is. Okay, I'm getting a lot of, yeah, I'm getting some yeses and some no's. Okay, whale hunting is you go after big deals that literally change your life, right? They change the course of your business, they change your life, they're just that lucrative. So what he does is he goes whale hunting with CEOs because he wants to find CEOs that have between 50 and 500 employees. Why? Because he wants to get the CEO as a customer, and he also wants to get all 500 employees as a customer. Now, before he used LinkedIn, the only way he could get business, and he's been doing this for 20 years now, the only way he could get business is actually referrals from clients or referrals from friends. But now he can do that on LinkedIn. He can use simple targeting on LinkedIn in order to find exactly who he's looking for, right? Now, Bob, what's cool about Bob is Bob doesn't do whale hunting. He's in the insurance and financial services industry. He's been doing it for 35 years, but he's getting a little bit older. And he wanted to make it so that way he could build his business without having to do a bunch of, like, really, he didn't want to schlep himself all across the state meeting with people. He wanted to do it over the phone. Okay. Now, he loves LinkedIn because he can do that. In fact, all he has to do is target people in his home state, which he's licensed for his home state, right? And boom, he gets all the appointments that he wants. He gets tons of people to book right into his calendar. In a moment, I'm going to share with you guys how you can get people to book directly into your calendar for you to close the deals. Okay. Now, question for everybody here. How many of you are prospects locally, nationally, or internationally? Just go to the chat box and let me know. I'm kind of curious about that. How many of you guys can do deals locally, nationally, or internationally? Or how? Let's see what we got here. Okay. Locally and locally, nationally, internationally. I got a lot of locals. I got quite a few internationals too. Okay, good. Local, national, nationally. Okay, good. So we got a big mix of local, nationally. Here's what I find. A lot of people do local prospecting because that's all they know. Right? You go to local networking events because it's easier to go to local networking events than it is to go try networking and finding clients 3 states away. For those of you that do local, that are focused locally, how many of you would want to do nationally if you could do it on LinkedIn, right? If all of a sudden you learned LinkedIn and it opened up the entire country or the entire world of business, how many of you guys would now want to tap into that? Give me a big yes if you would now open up your business to be able to do more national, international business. Because I find that a lot of businesses, they kind of hold themselves back because they just don't know how to go get the business across the country. Absolutely. Okay, good. Yep. And John, you are in the chat box. Yes, nationally. Okay, good. So a lot of you guys are wanting to do that, want to go make the jump from local to national if you could. And LinkedIn is really the difference maker for that. Okay, so let me teach you guys how to get people to book directly into your calendar. Is that cool? Now, you do that by messaging them, right? You do that by engaging them. Now, there's a couple ways that we do that, okay? But let me give you some statistics first on messaging. The first thing that you need to know is that when you send a message to somebody, when you're in LinkedIn, it's going to get there. The deliverability is 100%, okay? Now, what happens is you market inside and outside of LinkedIn, because when you send a message on LinkedIn, guess what? It's the user, that the person you're messaging, they will also get an email as well, which is pretty cool. Now, these are valid emails, okay? Because people cannot have a LinkedIn account if they're not the valid email. Now, people don't always, people have a couple different emails, but I'm going to share with you how you can make sure that it's the correct one. But the other big thing about this, guys, is that most of the traffic on LinkedIn is coming in from mobile now, okay? 58% of it is coming in through mobile. What does this mean, and how does this benefit you? Guys, get this. A lot of people are looking at your LinkedIn message on their cell phone, okay? So those busy decision makers that you want to get in front of, that you want them to book an appointment with you, they're looking at it on their cell phone. Now, this has big implications, so I'm going to share with you what to do and what not to do, okay, in your messaging, okay? The biggest things, let me give you some simple steps on what not to do in your messaging. Don't be spammy, don't have a long message, and do not make it all about you, okay? It should not. If you do this, you will be committing what's called a LinkedIn fail, okay? Now, I see LinkedIn fails all the time. It just makes me, it makes me so depressed, because people, if you do LinkedIn fails, it's going to hurt your business. Check this out. This is a message from Colin. Check this message he sent me. It's got like 3 to 5 links in it. It's long, right? It's all about him. It's nothing about me. Guess what? Am I interested in that? No. And guess what? You're not going to be too. And neither are your prospects. So I want everybody to go to the chat box and say the words, "I swear," and commit that you will not commit a LinkedIn fail. Because the reason we do these trainings for you guys is because we don't want you to do LinkedIn fails, because it will really hurt your business, okay? And it's going to turn off your prospect, and they're not going to engage with you. And that's the reason why a lot of people that are attempting LinkedIn are not getting results. It's because they're committing LinkedIn fails, right? Okay, good. A lot of you guys are saying, yeah. Yeah, Alex said, dang, putting Colin on blast. Yeah, and you know what? It's for the better of the LinkedIn, and for betterment of the platform, because nobody wants to see this, right? Okay, good. Everybody's saying, yes, I swear, I promise. Okay, good. So let me give you another way to actually do it the correct way, okay? Now, there's tons of ways to do it, and we've got over 24 templates that are proven to work, okay? Now, we're always testing new things, and so what I want to do is share with you a $1 million producing prospecting letter. So go to the chat box, give me a big yes if you want to see the $1 million producing prospecting letter. Now, just a quick note on this, guys. I used to be a scientist in a past life, right? That was my first career. And I used to do all these experiments, and I would be surprised at what would work and what didn't work. Because sometimes what I thought would work did not at all. It was a disaster. And sometimes what I didn't think would work actually worked really, really well. You just never know what's going to work. Okay, this one works, but it may work better for some businesses than others. It may work for somebody in the same business. It just depends, right? So you got to go out there and test it a little bit. But like I said, we've got dozens of prospecting templates, but I want to share one with you. And like I said, I didn't think it would work, but it works really well. Okay, and you can't refute that, right? So it's like, hi, name. It's an honor connecting with you. Have you time this week for a quick word? Cheers and that. And then you put your name, right? So by the way, when it says hi name at the top, that you put their name, right? Hi, John. Hi, Susan, right? Something like that. Guys, I didn't think this would work, but it works really well. People respond incredibly well to this. Let me actually share with you the results. Okay, so this is Raphael. He's a general manager. Same message as I just shared with you. He's a general manager in an automotive dealer, right? These guys are very busy guys. And by the way, we have done for you programs. We're messaging out on behalf of our clients for over 70 different industries. I mean, we've done basically any kind of industry out there on LinkedIn. So we know what works and we know what doesn't work. And so automotive dealers are hard to get a hold of anywhere else but LinkedIn. Check out this response. I'm available tomorrow afternoon. See that? It's pretty cool. Richard Farler says, sure, Thursday. What would you like to discuss? right? This is, guys, this is the kind of responses that you want. I mean, these guys are so busy. They're not going to respond to cold emails or cold calls, right? They're just too busy. Jim Brown. Hey, Nick, ping me. He drops his phone number and we'll see if we have a few minutes in the day. Cheers, Jim. This is exactly the kind of prospecting you want. This is how you get people to want to get into your calendar, right? That say yes to an appointment. And guess what, guys? This can happen very quickly. It's not like other types of advertisement where it takes forever to get results. Check this out. Sent a message at 3:13. It was a connection request. Vitaly here responded back, or it became a connection, and then I sent him message number 2, right? So just about a half hour in between these. That's how fast people can respond on LinkedIn. And then he responds back at 7:18. Right? Isn't that credible? And this is another style of message, right? Like I said, we got dozens and dozens of templates that work, right? You got to find the right one for you, but there will be one that'll work really exceptionally well. But look at this, guys. From here to here to here, it's a matter of hours. So this is how quickly you can get results on LinkedIn. This is what I was telling you guys at the very beginning. There is so much money sitting inside your LinkedIn profile right now of your existing connections that you can just monetize. Right? And that's one of the things that we teach people is how to monetize the gold sitting in your LinkedIn account already. Speaking of that, let's talk about more results, right? Because remember, I told you, I'm teaching you guys how to get people to book into your calendar. That's what you want. That's the easiest way to do business. It's so easy to close deals if people say yes to the meeting, rather than you having to cold call and kind of like get them to say yes, right? You don't want to get them to say anything. You don't want to get them to say yes to the meeting. You want them to want the meeting. That's how business is done. So we service a lot of different companies. Check this out: business credit financing response. We're using one of our proven templates. Says, yeah, thanks. I'd love to jump on a call. When are you available this week or next? This is how you get people to book into your calendar, guys. You message, you let them respond back with interest, and you won't get all of them. Not everybody's going to be interested, but it's a numbers game, right? You're only looking for the ones that are interested. Check this out. James says, yeah, here's my cell phone. I need to blur that out for the next presentation. But you can see that, people are responding back. This person says, yeah, I have time today and tomorrow, right? Here's my email. Perfect. This person says, yeah, reach me at here's my phone number, right? We have countless examples of this. Sounds good. Here's my email, right? That's exactly what you guys want, right? We use LinkedIn to fill calendars of our salespeople up to the brim, and we do this for our clients as well. Now, take a look. What if you woke up a Monday and you had all of this opportunity inside your appointment, your calendar, right? How good a week would you have if this is what your calendar looked like? That can happen on LinkedIn using these specific techniques. Okay.
Yeah, Corey, can you back up that slide for a second?
Yeah, go for it.
This is, we talk about this every day at Mojo. Your calendar reflects everything, because if you've got a full calendar like this, now some of you might say, I don't want to have that many people to talk to. You can dial it up or dial it down. But the thing is this, 80% of our day is wasted. It's non-revenue producing. It's right out of the 4-hour work week. If you've got a calendar like this, you are going to be confident. You're going to be having fun. You're going to be doing lots of business. If you've got 1 or 2 people in your calendar for the whole week, you have, and I know because I've been through this over the years, I know what it feels like. You have anxiety, you have uncertainty. So this is going to give you confidence. And then when you get with your prospects, they're going to feel you. They're going to know that you are in the zone and that you're not desperate and you're coming from a place of scarcity. I just want to mention it because show me someone's calendar, and if I know what their price points are for their product, I can come within a few dollars of how much money they're making every week and every month and for the year just by looking at their calendar. So if you got a lot of empty space, that's something that you really, really got to take care of right away. And that's why we have these webinars. Back over to you, Corey.
Yeah, cool. And so that's what we want for you guys. We want you guys to be able to fill your calendar. We want you to be able to have a gold mine that you keep tapping into time and time again, right? Just like, take a look at this. Our clients get this every day. Here's my cell phone. Call me. Here's my email, right? It's because we're not committing LinkedIn fails, we're actually doing it the right way. Call myself. Here's my email, right? It works for all the different, like, it works for consulting, salespeople, investment advisors, business coaches, brokers, right? It works, the kind of businesses you guys were putting in the chat box, it works for, right? Marketing companies, marketing agencies, right? It's interesting, connect, setting something up for Friday, right? Over here, your offer is intriguing. I'd be interested to learn more about it, right? So I could show you just pages and pages of results, right? Of people just saying, yes, I want a meeting. That is if you do that, guys, guess what? Your problems as far as revenue will be solved immediately. Okay, so let me get to step number 3, which is monetize. Okay, and I got to keep pushing forward here. Here's what's really important. You want to get the lead on LinkedIn, and you want to take the conversation off LinkedIn as quickly as possible, because if you do not do that, you're committing another LinkedIn fail. And I've seen this all kinds of times. You want to take it to the phone. That's where all the money is made, right? You guys do networking. You guys understand. The money is made in the meeting. The money is made in getting one-on-one with that person, right? Okay, so let's talk about ABC. You guys all know what ABC means, right? In the sales world, it means always be closing. But in LinkedIn world, it means, and for us, it means always be calendaring. You always want to be setting up that calendar meeting, okay? You want to be doing that as often as possible. Now, here's a little thing on LinkedIn. You might say, I just don't, this is great, but I don't have as much time to prospect. Well, guess what, guys? We're going to show you guys how you can do this in just minutes per day, okay? And then you can even, for a couple dollars, you can hire a VA to do the prospecting for you, right? If you don't want to spend the little bit of time it'll take you to do the prospecting. Is that fair enough? So now let's talk about how many hot leads and appointments you would get from LinkedIn, okay? So let's talk about that. Now, if you're horrible, you would probably get about 10 appointments per month, okay? That's if you're horrible, okay? If you're decent, you would get about 20 appointments per month, okay? And if you're really good, you'll get 30 to 40. That's about what numbers you'll hit. It just depends. We actually fill up calendars. We'll do 6 to 8 appointments a day from LinkedIn for one salesperson, right? So you can get as high as that. Now, you won't get that initially as you're starting to learn, right? We'll kind of talk about that in a second. But let me put up another poll, and this will be kind of fun. Let me just launch this poll. So here's the question. Okay, I launched the poll. Right, if you get 10 prospects on the phone, how many would you close? So go to the chat box, or actually just go to the poll. If you get 10 prospects on the phone, how many would you close? The answers are 0, 1 to 2, 3 to 4, 5 to 6, or 7 plus. Okay, and then you hit submit. Okay, I want you guys just give you a moment to go ahead and do that. Go, 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 guys. There's a poll in front of you. You just have to hit the button and then choose. Give everybody a moment to do that. All right. I'll give you guys a couple more seconds, give you 5 more seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, I'm going to close the poll. Let me share the results. Wow, I love it. You guys are closing masters. Okay, so you guys would be anywhere between 1 to 4. Some of you guys 5 to 6 or 7 plus, right? So just think about this, guys. If you can use LinkedIn to get an extra 10 prospects on the phone, that's awesome. You're closing an extra couple deals, right? Now, if you're decent, you get 20 on the phone. So just multiply this by a few, right? And how do you know this works out really well for your business? Well, just write down the average customer value on your sheet of paper, right, in front of you, and just multiply it by how, you guys said you would close 1 to 4, right? So let's just say you close 2 deals per 10 meetings you got. So if you get 20 appointments, guess what? You're closing 4 deals. And if you're closing 4 additional deals a month, times that by how much a client's worth to you, guess what? That stacks up. It stacks up very nicely. Take a look at this. Brad Dixon, he generated $60,000 in closed business marketing to attorneys in just 3 weeks. And attorneys are very hard to get a hold of, right? Okay, so let me share with you. I don't know if, let me see if I have do you guys want to want me to share how to build a six-figure business, or I've got other things that I need to dive into. So give me a yes if you want me to go through it, right? Or give me a pass if you want me to keep moving. Okay. Okay, I got yeses. Yes, yes, yes. And I'm going to do based on majority rule. So as many people that vote, okay? Okay, good. All right, good. Okay, a lot of people saying yeses. Okay, so let me dive into this. I'll be brief. Here's how you build six figures in revenue, getting people using LinkedIn, getting people to book into your calendar. Okay. Okay, let's say you charge $1,000 per month for your service. Okay. A lot of you charge more than that. Let's say you do horrible and you only get one new client per month. Okay. Remember the math we said? If you're really horrible, you get only 10 appointments. And if you're really horrible at selling, you get one client. Right? So that means that month one, you're making $1,000 per month. Month two, you're making $2,000 per month, right? Because now you got two clients. Okay, you keep stacking the clients. So month one, you got one client. Month two, you added another client. So now you're at 2,000 per month. By month three, now you're at three clients. You do it all, you multiply it out. Okay, month 12, you're at $12,000 per month. And that's only if you charge $1,000, which most of you guys charge more than that, right? And that's if you're horrible and you only get one additional client. Okay, so that's how you do it. And guys, that's a great revenue stream. And I'm not talking get rich quick, right? When it comes to, look, in business and life, I think we all know there's no such thing as get rich quick overnight, right? That just doesn't happen, right? People that offer that, it's just, there's typically scams, right? What we're offering you is a way to systematically, repeatedly build revenue into your business. Now, let's say you do pretty decent, right? Not even great, not even good, but pretty decent. And you get three clients out of 10 meetings per month, okay? That means month one, you got one new client at 3,000 a month. Month two, you're at 6,000 because you got two clients, right? Multiply it out, 3,000 each, so that's 6,000. Month three, you're at 9,000. And by the time you get to month 12, that's 36,000 per month, okay? That is surely amazing. If you did the math on that, it's almost like what, $400,000 a year or something like that, right? Is that what it is? That's really incredible by the time you get to month 12. So this is possible if you use our methods, right? And you use our methods to get people to say yes to a meeting with you, okay? Okay, Andy Rudnick, he quadrupled his business using our LinkedIn strategies. Okay, he says there's no better way than this if you're a marketer. Okay, Victor, last month he closed 8 clients at almost $12,000 in recurring monthly business. Now, recurring means that he closed the deal. It means $11,000 is coming in this month, next month, the month after, right? It's recurring business. And guess what? He lives in India. English was not his first language, and 10 years ago he was working at Domino's for $30 a month, right? Not even $30 a day, $30 a month, right? In India is just a different world. Guys, if Victor can do this, and English wasn't his first language, he lives in India, right? You guys live in lands of opportunity. You can do this, okay? This is Joel. Joel, he's a little bit older, not very techy, retired contractor, wanted a new revenue stream. He went from 50 connections to over 17,000. He didn't know anything about LinkedIn, by the way. But the biggest thing is he was able to generate $80,000, almost $80,000, $79,000 in revenue from a couple clients. And what he did is he took his entire family on a 17-day dream cruise from Orlando through the Panama Canal with the money he made from LinkedIn, right? How incredible is that? Can you imagine? Look, this is all money he just made, extra money he made from LinkedIn, okay? And that's what we're teaching you here. All right, let me kind of shuffle through this. Okay, so let me do this. I'm going to do a quick recap, and then we got some really more great things to cover, including kind of how the statistics we're getting and we're seeing on email follow-up, which is going to be great. So far, we've showed you why there's a gold mine on LinkedIn, okay? And the 3-step system for monetizing LinkedIn. We've also showed you how to build your LinkedIn connections, why LinkedIn connections lead to new clients, and how to not commit a LinkedIn fail. Please don't do that. And we shared with you $1 million producing prospecting letter. Guys, if you go out and use this form, it works. It absolutely works. And we shared with you case study results. Now, and how do you even do this if you don't have time? So the next question is what's next? Okay. So you got a couple choices, right? You can take the information that you learned from us just on this webinar and go use it, right? Go use it. It absolutely works. People have been on the same webinar, use this information and made money from it, right? Now, some of you guys will go do that and you're just like, oh, you got some questions and you just want some help along the way. So there's choice number 2, which is take a look at a limited opportunity that we're providing to work together with you, closely with you, so you can finally make money with LinkedIn. So you can fill your calendar, so you can have people booking into your calendar every single day, so you can close the most amount of deals that you've ever closed, right? And I just want to put this up because this is such a big thing. If you don't change what you're doing today, guess what? All of your tomorrows will look like yesterday. It's the end of the year, 2018. Did you succeed as much as you wanted to, right? Well, guess what? Going into 2019, new year, okay? You want a set of bright opportunity in front of you, and that is LinkedIn. And we're going to show you guys how to do that. So I've got a question for you guys, final question here. Who would love to work with Ira and I to get you clients from LinkedIn over the next 30 days? Some of you guys will be able to do it in 2 weeks. All right, so give me a big yes in the chat box if you would love to work with Ira and I to be able to do that quickly, help get people to say yes to booking a meeting with you and do that right away, even before we hit the holidays, right? This is how quickly this can happen. You can make money from this before we even get to Christmas. You can do this in the next week. And in fact, you can do this in the next couple of days, right? Okay, good. We've got lots of yeses. I want to hear from everybody. Yes, 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 yes. Absolutely, I would. Yes, yes, yes. Tim had a great question. He says, how much? Okay, good. And Mark says, would love to work with both you and Ira. That's awesome, Mark. Thank you for saying that. Well, we'd love to work with you. So let me share with you what the next steps are. Okay, so what we have is a program we put together called the Social Gold Rush. Okay, there's a huge gold rush right now on LinkedIn for your business. It's untapped, it's underserved. We're going to help fill that, and we're going to teach you guys how to get clients and get people wanting to book into your calendar with LinkedIn. Now, there's 4 key components of this program. There's training, there's coaching and support, which is incredibly important, and there's proven templates, both LinkedIn messaging templates and double your results email templates. So I'm going to dive into each one of those and how you can get those. Okay. Now, the first thing that we're going to give you is we're going to give you training. Okay. So we're going to show you guys, well, here's the deal. We're going to show you everything you need to know to be successful on LinkedIn. It's going to be complete. It's going to be from beginning to end, step by step. It's the full thing. It's everything you need to know about booking clients on LinkedIn, getting them to say yes to a meeting with you. Okay, so there's a lot involved with that, like how to optimize your profile, how to do things the right way, how to not commit LinkedIn fails, right? How to engage people on LinkedIn, how to move it from LinkedIn messaging to to a meeting, and how to not be spammy. Okay, if you do not, some people will go out there and they just for whatever reason they commit LinkedIn fails. We don't want you to do that. This is your way to actually monetize and make money with LinkedIn without making any mistakes. Okay, so we're going to give you training. The next thing we're going to give to you is live coaching and support. Our team is fabulous, guys. We've got, one of the things that's really big for us is that you get all the help you need. If you have a question, boom, our team's going to get back with you. Okay, we have great support. We have live chat, we have phone support. Okay, we got email support. We also do live training. This live training, we have all the training already in the members program, all the video training. It's there for you. Go through it at your leisure. But also we have live training, so that way if you have any questions, you can just hop on. No matter what, guys, you have a team with you. When you're getting into this program, you have a team. You now have Mojo's team helping you be successful. Okay, in fact, we don't call our team like customer service representatives. We call them customer success coaches, because that's truly what we do. We help you become successful. We don't want to just give you a product. We want to help you make money. That's what our goal is, and that's what our team is all about as well. Okay, so that's huge. The other thing that you're going to get is templates. Now, I'm not going to go through all the templates. Like I said, we have dozens and dozens of templates. At the end of the day, guys, we've spent 6 years perfecting these. So you are getting 6 years worth of knowledge of what to do and what to say and what not to say. Okay. And guess what? I mean, even if you hired a copywriter to do all these, they charge you $5,000. Guys, here's the deal. We're going to give you all our proven templates. So no matter if you want to fill appointments, promote webinars, promote events, promote your sales funnel, right? Get more connections, get speaking engagements, we have templates for you for almost any industry, okay? Because we've been doing this a while. The next thing that we're going to give you is email templates. Okay, so check this out. You should know that not everybody's on LinkedIn all the time. You're not on LinkedIn all the time. So email is a very pivotal piece of all of this. Okay, so we are getting, check this out, email number one, 40 to 50% open rates is what we're getting on our emails. And remember how I said if you email follow-up, you're going to get double the results, you're going to get double the appointments? Guys, it's so critical. So what we're going to do is give you our templates, right? These are the exact open rates on average across the board for our emails, right? 47.3%, 44.1% for email number 3, 44.4% for email number 4. Guys, this is amazing results because the average open rate on an email is 10%. Here we are getting 4 to 5 times that. And now all you have to do is take these templates and use them in your business. We'll show you how to do it. It's very easy. Okay. Okay, so you're getting our templates as well. Okay, so let me dive in. Let's talk about what comes next. Now, Ileana Kane, she jumped in this program. Within 60 days, she booked an additional $24,000 in business, right? And she started getting appointments from all over the world, Australia, Canada, France, the UK, right? Over here, Jeff says, this is the best marketing platform, hands down, right? Sabrina Gibson, she sent out 100 messages offering a simple 30-minute consultation. She got 45 people to respond to her. That was day number 1, okay? We are so passionate about the results that we can get, guys. I know you use one of our methods. We have one method called the Rapid Results Messaging System. You use that today, you're going to get appointments today. Okay, it's really awesome. Okay, so what I want to do here is let me drop this link. Well, actually, let me share with you what the price point is, and then I got some bonuses for you, and I'll drop the link where you can go get it. Okay. Okay, so we have charged people $5,000 for this exact same program, okay, because it's just that valuable, okay, because what we're teaching you guys is how to fill your calendar to the brim with appointments, people saying yes to want to meet with you, all of them from LinkedIn. This is 6 years worth of knowledge, okay. We used to charge $5 grand for this. Now, we now charge $29.97 and $197 a month, okay. This is for the general public. However, we've got something really great for you guys today, right? It's kind of like, we're up against the holidays. We want to do something really cool for you guys. So what we want to do is give you a no-brainer to get into the program, okay? So what I've got is an exclusive webinar special. You can only get this today. You can only get this today, right? This price point is good for today only. If you want to get the program, cool. You'll still get a great program, right? And the price point will be the retail price point. But today, you're going to get a really cool special. Okay, so we've charged $29.97. That's what everybody pays, but we're not going to do that. And let me just forward this, okay? I'm not going to do this whole thing. This is like, it could be this, could be this. Look, here's what it is for today only. It's just $497 for lifetime access into the program, okay? And we're going to drop this link into the chat box, okay, for you guys. You can click on, get it. It's $497. Why are we doing such an insanely low price? Like I said, I want to make it a no-brainer, but here's the thing I know. You get in this program, you're going to have success, you're going to have results. We're going to be able to work on other things with you, okay? Because we have some other programs that can really help you once you start getting appointments from LinkedIn, and we want to work with you long-term. We've had some of our clients with us for almost 10 years. Okay, so we know once you come in, you're going to be a client of ours for a long time. That's just how it works. So we're doing this insanely low price just to make it an absolute no-brainer, so that way you'll jump in, okay? Now, beyond that, I've got some really cool bonuses, okay? And there's a link. By the way, it's in the chat box. You can go to it. Make sure you go there now. We've got some very cool bonuses that are only available for some of the first people to sign up, okay? So let me actually go through those. The first bonus is really cool. So everybody knows, like, you have a LinkedIn profile, right? And a lot of people, as they're getting started with LinkedIn, one of their biggest fears is that their profile is not ready for prime time. They get scared. They're like, I need to update it. It doesn't look great. How do I know if it's good? Well, guess what? We're going to take all that away. We're going to do a custom profile makeover for you, okay, by our team of experts, and they're going to do it for you. So you don't have to do it, guys. So check this out. I'm not going to go through everything that's in a LinkedIn profile makeover. At the end of the day, you're going to look like an expert. People are going to want to talk to you. And a good profile on LinkedIn helps you book appointments straight from your profile. Okay? So we're going to help you do that. All right? So at the end of the day, we're going to make you look so amazing that customers and prospects on LinkedIn are going to want to meet with you. Okay? If you go out there and look for price points on a profile makeover, you're going to find price points anywhere from $500 to $1,000. And we're going to give this to you complimentary. It's free. It's free when you get in. Okay. Now, the other thing that we're going to do, guys, is we're going to be upgrading your profile. Remember, here's the big thing about LinkedIn. In order for you to get the most amount of deals, for people to book in your calendar, you need to look like an expert. The thing about it is you can do this even if you don't really feel like you're an expert, okay? We're going to give you our simple strategies that will make you look really awesome to prospects. Okay, check this out. This is, have you guys ever seen this? Right? Go to the chat box to give me a yes if you've seen this little blue cover on your profile. Right? Some of you guys, a lot of you guys have this, right? Most people, 95% of LinkedIn users have this background. It's not too bad, but guess what? This doesn't really capture attention. It doesn't make you look out. It doesn't make you stand out. One of the big things about LinkedIn is you want to stand out. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to actually give you a custom profile makeover, okay, that you can use immediately in your business. This is custom to you, guys. This is mine, right? It's got me standing on stage. It's got kind of the publications we've been featured in, Phoenix Business Journal, right? See it featured in Forbes, helped our customers book over 513. This captures attention, right? People see me as more of an expert when they look at that. So what do you think makes more of a difference? This blob background or this? Exactly, this. And now yours is not going to look like mine, but we're going to do a custom one for you. Okay, we charge $300 for these, but when you get into the program, you get a custom profile cover for you right away. Okay, we're going to do this for you. All right. Okay, so that's another great bonus. The next thing we're going to do is give you software. Go to the chat box, guys, and give me a big yes if you love automation, if you love making things simpler for you and your business, right? I love automation because if I can do something that might take me 2 to 4 hours manually and I can do that in like, I don't know, like a couple minutes, guess what? I'm going to want to do that every single time, right? And so here's what we're going to do. We have created from the ground up a LinkedIn software. What does it do? I'm not going to go through everything that it does, but basically in the course, we train you how to do LinkedIn manually. Okay, so you can do it manually, where you do it one by one. You put some, you roll up your sleeves and you do it and make it happen. But the software, what it does is it does everything that you can do manually, that we teach you how to do manually, and it automates it. So that way, you wake up in the morning, you open the software, you hit a button, and it's going to do all of your prospecting. We call it the money button, actually. It's kind of a fun little thing that our clients like. They started calling it that, so we kind of identified with it. So we're going to teach you guys how to use the software, hit the money button, so that way it automates everything. Okay, I'm not going to go into everything that it does, but just know that we're giving you the software. It's free for the first 90 days, and then $49 per month after that. Normally $197 per month. Okay. So basically, somebody's asking, is there any monthly with this program? No, guys, you get the program itself is $497 one time. Okay, one time it's $497. However, if you want to keep using the software, great. It's just $49 a month after 90 days. You get it free for 90 days, so it's a special little bonus for you guys. But there is no monthly besides the software if you want to continue using it. If you don't want to use the software, don't worry about it. Just let us know. And you won't. There's no contracts. Cancel anytime. Okay. So the software automates everything, and it's free for the first 90 days. So this is a huge bonus, and it's gonna save you guys 2 to 4 hours of manual work doing this. Okay. By the way, we have a lot of people sign up, and they're like, "Oh, this is great," and they start doing this for other customers, right? They start doing it for other people because they're like, I can make a couple $100,000, or a couple $100 or a couple thousand just doing this for other people. So that's why we threw in this bonus. This bonus is all about helping you start your own LinkedIn agency. So what is this? This helps you monetize the newfound knowledge that you're getting from us. So in the last 6 months, we brought on 186 clients paying either $1,000 to $2,500 because we do the LinkedIn prospecting for them. Okay. Now, we do this because some people just don't have time to do it themselves, right? Or some people just wanted the appointment, so they don't want to do the work, right? And that's cool. And so we do done for you programs, and we have a little video that shows exactly how we did it and how you can do it too. So some of you guys might want to go out there and actually use what you just learned on LinkedIn and make a little bit of money on the side, or get serious about it and make another 6 figures in revenue by offering LinkedIn services. Okay, so this is a cool income opportunity for those of you that are looking for that, right? So that's really cool. So the value on that is pretty huge. It's pretty tremendous. We've been doing that for a number of years, and we have great reviews. Our clients love us. Okay, the next bonus, and this one is very special. I'm going to have Ira kind of talk about it real quick on the power of video. Now this video is we're only going to be here. Let me just pull this up real quick. I'm going to hit this little time. This is a timer, right? And I'm going to hit this, and it's going to count down from 15. Now, this bonus that we're going to give you guys, it's a video, by the way. It's huge value. It's only available for the next 15 minutes, okay? So once that clock hits 0, then we're taking it down, okay? It's not going to be available. But Ira, over to you to talk about this video.
The video is unbelievable. We started off 10 years ago in video, and without video, we'd be lost because we use it every day. And what we do is we create this killer video. It separates you from your competition. Because nowadays it's getting harder and harder to get in front of people. Things are far more competitive, and people always ask the question, why you instead of somebody else? And so what we do is we create this video, a 1-minute video. Everybody might want to write this down. Has the same emotional impact is 1.8 million written words. When we started using video, our closing ratio doubled and tripled almost overnight. And so they get to meet you before they talk to you in an actual meeting. You find out what happens. They're warmed up, but this alone is far worth. I mean, this is a $2,000 to $3,000 product that we've sold over the years. So this alone is easily worth the investment, but you've got to have video. And once you start using video in your sales process, you're going to wonder, how did you ever get along without it? It's magical. It triggers emotion. If you don't have emotion, you're probably not making any money. And so we actually have a CNN style type announcer that introduces you. And so we figured out how to do this virtually. We actually take a photo of you. We get our graphic artist. You do the voiceover. We have a script. It's incredible. It's 2 to 3 minutes. But this here alone is something you've got to have in your arsenal. Right, Corey?
Oh, yeah. No, this is really cool stuff, guys. And I can't tell you enough. This is why we provide it, because we want to make it easy for you guys to do business, as easy as possible when it comes to LinkedIn. And this will definitely help. That's why we provide it, right? So like I said, I'm not going to really mention it too much, but once this counts down and goes to 0, then that video is off the table. Okay, that bonus. Okay, and one more special bonus. Actually, I think I have 2. Okay, so this is cool. So remember how I talked about whale hunting earlier, right? And actually, let me just do this. Let me just kind of move this so that way. Okay. Okay, so remember how I was talking about whale hunting earlier? Well, guess what, guys? I just wanted to move that so I could keep that on the screen for you guys, just so you guys are aware of where we're at. We're going to teach you guys how to go whale hunting with LinkedIn. Remember how we talked about whale hunting is getting these big deals where they change your business like literally overnight? Well, we're going to show you guys how to go whale hunting. We have 2 videos that we're going to give to you when you sign up on this call. And the other video is how to prospect the wealthiest clients on LinkedIn. Because a lot of times what gets frustrating when it comes to prospecting is you're talking to people without money. Well, guess what? We're going to eliminate that with these 2 bonus trainings. And you can only get that by signing up. Once this webinar ends today, this bonus is off the table. Okay? Okay, cool. And I got one really extra special bonus. This is really cool. This is for everybody that takes action right now. We're giving you a $500. We're sponsored by American Express, and they give us these $500 travel vouchers. And when you sign up today, you actually get one of these. So basically, this means that you're $3 in the positive, like square one, right? So let me actually move this around so you guys can see that. Okay. Oop, lost it. Okay. So basically, and we're going to send this to you guys. We have a ton of people on here, so we'll get that to you in the next, hopefully the next couple days. I think we're gonna have to order some more because I see tons of people coming in. By the way, if you're in, go to the chat box and say I'm in, right? And I just always like to congratulate you and welcome you. But if you are getting in, you also get this, which is really cool. So here's why I love it. You can use this for flights. You can use this for rental car. You can use this for hotels, right? So it's just another great thing. I love to travel, guys, so these are really awesome. Okay, so it's like using cash really for your travel. All right, so we'll send you the travel voucher and all the details on how to use it once you get into the program. Okay. Okay. Let's see.
Corey, maybe everybody could try the link because we're having a couple of people said they had difficulty with the link, so I'm not sure if that's. Hopefully that's working for everybody. So if you guys could try that link and let us know if it's not working for you.
All right. Okay, good. So let's see. All right. I love it. All right, cool. Let's see. Some people are saying it worked. I want to hear from everybody. Make sure you go to the chat box, click on the link. It's right there in the chat box, and just test that. Okay.
We don't want anybody missing out on this. This is like your early Christmas present to yourself. This will change your business for 2019, absolutely, unequivocally.
Okay, so we've got a lot of people saying it's not working. So let me pause this real quick. Let me just pause this. Okay, so can you guys, can you give them the direct link, right? Some reason it says not found. Just give them the pay kickstart one. Okay, let's just put that in there real quick. Hold on, let me see if I can do that. 1 second. Oh, you know what? That link is not working. Why do we, team, don't give them links that don't work, please. Social rollers. Yeah, that's dumb. Sorry, guys. My bad. Really my bad. I'm sorry that's a lot of people are having trouble with that. So let me get the regular link for you guys, okay? Okay, let me. And could you guys check the link, in the back end for us? I mean, okay. Okay, sorry about that. Can you guys click on it now? Does that work okay? Okay, I just want to confirm. It work. Okay, the Mark says it works for me. Kevin says I would like to continue, but I have to head out. So Kevin, I just sent you the link. Can I hear from some other people? The order form link is working from Jack. You're in the chat room, says somebody on their cell. It doesn't say your name. First link works. The link was working. Okay, I was able to get through complete. Cindy, not Karen. Okay. Okay, gotcha. Link not working. Rich, let me get you the link once you check that one. Richard says it worked on my cell, worked for me, works now. Second link works. Okay, Anthony. Okay, Anthony, you're in the chat box. Working, works for me, works. Okay, good. All right, thank you. Okay. All right. Sorry about that, guys. That was our big mistake. So what I'm gonna do is let me actually here. Let me do this in like 10 minutes. Okay. So I'll give you guys a little bit extra time to get in. Okay. Okay. So all right. So this is and this is the page, right? So all you do is come here and you fill out the details, and you can check out and do all of that, right? And just do all that stuff. Cool. Okay. Let me go back to this real quick. And remember, you get that as well. Okay. So now I just gave you a couple more minutes, so that's that'll click down there. Okay, let me do a couple more things here. Just so you guys know, this is Steve. He got in the program. He says, as a person who hated cold calling forever, after one day seriously using the system, all I can say is, wow, I can see this is going to work and work big time. I feel some excitement brewing in my business again. We'll let you know how it works. Isn't that cool? And remember, Ileana, she did, in 60 days, she booked an additional $24,000 in business, right? And she does business coaching. She's a really cool gal. Matt, he lives in Hawaii. He closed $15,000 in a month and a half, right? So that's not bad, just getting started, right? So that's really cool stuff. And we got tons of case studies, guys. This is Sharon Lechter. She co-wrote Rich Dad Poor Dad. You guys ever heard of Rich Dad Poor Dad? So she co-wrote that with Robert Kiyosaki, and she did 6 figures at an event thanks to our software, right? And it's really cool because she's actually one of the reasons I became an entrepreneur, because she came and spoke in my class at Arizona State University. I never heard of the book Rich Dad Poor Dad. She talked about it, and so I picked it up, and boom, I was hooked. So it's kind of a cool deal. And just remember this, guys. What's a client worth for the year? You get your first client from LinkedIn, and everything else is all profit. And guys, just you know this is an insane offer. I mean, it's really, really insane, because I mean, we don't offer it for this amount because obviously, we're giving you a video, we're giving you done for you profile makeover, we're giving you a profile cover, we're giving you the training, we're giving you live training, right? Our team is amazing support. The margins are just not there for this program for us. But like I said, we know you get in, you have great success and results, you're going to stay with us for a long time. Okay. And you're going to continue to use the software, and you're going to recommend it to your friends. That is what we know, and that's why we're doing this. Okay. So let me just put this on. There's the link, right? And in the chat box, you have the other link that's working. It's an insane offer. It's $497 for the lifetime access. And then just remember, that's all it is. And if you want to use the software, then it's just $49 per month after that, right? It's great software, works tremendously well. Okay, so that's everything on there. But actually, let me go through a couple more things. This is people that says, I asked them what they thought of the course. They said crazy amount of value, right? Christian says, well, he said, hi, pretty boy. Cormac, I don't believe that, but this course is amazing. Your way of teaching is perfect. Results, I booked 12 meetings in 48 hours. Signed up 2 new clients a day. Mind-blowing stuff, right? So people really love the course. George says, awesome. He's like, some truly killer software tools and training. Renee, well, unbelievable customer support. So we get 5 stars from people all the time, right? And if you love our support, give us 5 stars. That's awesome too. Lisa says, you guys did a great job of walking me through what should be done. And here's the thing, guys, support matters. How many programs have you bought where you feel like you didn't get enough support? Guess what? If you are doing things solo, you're always going to lose to people that have a team, okay, that are on a team. And with us, you're on a team because you have all of our entire team backing you up, okay, showing you what to do, helping you out, getting on the live training, answering all your questions. right? Phil says, been in this course less than a week, very impressed with the program. There are a few trainings out there that are legit and valuable. This is one, don't hesitate. Charles said, 5 stars, 5 thumbs up. I love these guys. Thanks, Charles. By the way, this was somebody in our last training. He said, excuse me, he came on the webinar and he used the method and he's like, I just made an appointment tomorrow for breakfast with a new client. Like he literally was on this training that you guys are on and he sent me this message, right? Pretty cool stuff. So this can happen very quickly. Okay. All right. So let me just throw up the link real quick. Hold on. Let me just get you guys the link, right? Put it on the screen. Okay, there we go. All right, and the video is available for the next 4.5 minutes. So I'm going to be answering questions in the chat box. And but over to you, Ira. I'm sure there's some. Ira's been my mentor for a long time. He's been an entrepreneur for 50 years. Tons of wealth, tons of knowledge, and love working with him. So over to you, Ira. I'm sure you got some thoughts.
Yeah, a great job, Corey. Wow. I mean, this is amazing. This is a crazy, crazy offer. The bonuses alone are far exceed what we're looking at here. Now, let's just stop for a moment. There's a reason why you took time out of your busy schedule to be on this webinar, and obviously, it was to grow your business, to finish the year strong, and to go into 2019 with confidence. I embrace technology. I love all the stuff we're doing, but deep down, I'm kind of old school, and it really comes down to if you double your leads, qualified leads, you're going to double your business. There's nothing, complicated about that. And what we do is we get you really well versed on LinkedIn. This is going to be like getting an MBA in LinkedIn. You could not go to Harvard, Princeton, NYU, any college on the planet, because they don't teach that, because nobody knows this stuff. This would help you far more than if you went to a four-year school and left with a $100,000 student loan bill. And I've seen people do that, and they wind up getting a job at Starbucks because they just don't, it's not practical. And so this is going to show you how to make money right away. This is where the game is. This is where all the wealth is. The wealthy understand the laws of leverage. You've got to leverage your time. You got to leverage LinkedIn. You got to leverage technology. Instead of one-to-one, now it's one to millions. It's like going to a networking event every day with millions of people on there. It's a virtual networking event, and everything is automated. I mean, the software alone is incredible, because this would take you, to send out, say, 75 messages a day. That's going to take most people hours. Here you press a button. Are you kidding me? So it sets you up for success. And the video alone, what it's going to do is we're going to help you brand yourself. It's all about branding and trust, and position you as that subject matter expert, that trusted advisor, so that you're not just another person out there just trying to sell your stuff. So we're going to give you a lot of insight on how to really become a successful entrepreneur, even more than you are right now. What'll take you 5 years to get to the next level, we've helped countless entrepreneurs get there in under 12 months. Now, if that can get you excited, this is something you definitely got to jump in there and get, because obviously all this is going to do is get you in a position where you're going to have more people to talk to. The other thing is we're going to show you how to build your community. You've got to have a list. And the more people you have in your community, people that really know who you are, not just a bunch of names, but we're going to show you how to nurture those relationships. That gives you more influence. The more influence you have, then, obviously that's where all the money's going to come from. That's where all the opportunity is. You're going to be able to help more people. You follow our program, within a year, you're going to have 5,000 or 6,000 targeted people in your network. And we have a process, we have a system, and we've got it all mapped out. I mean, I wish someone would have handed us this 10 years ago when we started off. We did everything old school. Referral and word of mouth is great. The problem is it's not predictable, and you're hoping that you're going to get those referrals. Sometimes you're going to have a bunch of them, then you have a dry spell, then you have these roller coasters of uncertainty, wondering, where is my next client going to come from? That is the biggest, I believe that one of the biggest things that really nags entrepreneurs, because you're always wondering, where is that next client going to go? Now, who is this for? It's for somebody that is hungry for success. This is not for everybody. When you look at the super successful entrepreneurs, they were not necessarily the brightest, but they were the hungriest. And the clients that we work with are people that have, I call it the WIT mindset, whatever it takes. Nothing's going to stop them. They're not going to let that little nagging voice in the back of their head say, well, I don't know. It seems, the money, it's this, the time. There's always never going to be a perfect time for anything. This will take you there. Show me something better than LinkedIn. I will buy it for you. I'll be happy to buy it for you. Then we'll start using it ourselves. If you're going B2B, this is where the game is, period. And if you're just hoping for more clients, hope is not a strategy. It just isn't. You've got to have an actual plan in place. And so we've done this for a long time. We know exactly how to do this. We know how to get you from point A to point B, help you get your first clients. At the end of the day, when you have this in place, you have confidence. And being an entrepreneur is a confidence game. If you go to a doctor, you want to go to a doctor that's super confident. He knows he can help you. You can feel it. You can see it. You want to work with people that they know that you're confident about what you're doing. If you've got one person on your calendar for the whole week, it's pretty hard to show up confident. It's almost impossible. And if you've got a full calendar, you've got this magical thing called momentum. If you've got an empty calendar, your house is on fire. Make no mistake about it. 80% of all businesses are gone within 24 months. The number one reason, they don't have enough people to talk to. 90% of the success of everybody moving forward into the new year is not going to be your products or services. It's going to be your marketing. And it's no different than if you owned a Ferrari, you just won a lottery and it's in your garage, and you don't want to put gas in the car so you can drive it. You got all your friends and neighbors that say, hey, let's take this brand new shiny red Ferrari out. Oh man, I don't want to spend the $60 that goes in the tank so I can drive it. That's really the way I look at things. If you've got a business, a real business, and you're serious about growing it, you've got to have this. They asked Bill Gates last year in an interview, they said, if you're down your last $100, what would you spend it on? And he just laughed. He said, that's the easiest question anyone's ever asked me. He said, I would spend it on my marketing. He said, that's how I made my billions, and that's how I'm going to get my billions back. It's marketing, marketing, marketing. And there's a thing called ROI, return of investment. There's also a thing called COI, cost of inaction. If you're doing this every day with discipline, and we're going to show you what to do and how to do it with the automation tools, it's mathematically impossible for you not to get clients. It's mathematically impossible, because you're going to be building a community. You're going to have all these people joining your network. We're so sure that if you don't get a client in 90 days using our system every day, we will double your money back. That's how certain we are. I've never seen anybody not get a client in 90 days. Just using our system every day, we will double your money back. Then when you add that in with the video, with the travel voucher for $500, are you kidding me? And then the profile makeover, then the software. This is world-class training. This is world-class training. And I'll tell you, we've got a lot of our team members that have been with us for a long time. We had a 2-hour meeting. Every Wednesday, we have a 2-hour meeting. We have multiple meetings during the week with our team. We're working with them all the time on nurturing them, showing them the new techniques, and getting them highly educated. They are all LinkedIn experts. They're all LinkedIn coaches. So the people you're going to be working with, actually care about your success. And your first interaction with our team, you'll get that right away. So these are not just people that are just kind of going through the motions and they're indifferent. And this is going to be a whole different experience. And I can promise you this will change your business. And really, you know, one of the questions you got to ask yourself, and it's simple, are you truly committed to the success? And what do you have to do to have the life that you want to have for you and your family? Are you willing to do something a little bit different? Are you willing to get out of your comfort zone? And this will take you there. You'll be able to walk into a room full of 1,000 people at an event or a conference or anything, and you will know with 100% certainty, you will know more about LinkedIn than anybody in that room. That is leverage. That is massive leverage, and that gives you massive confidence. And when you know LinkedIn and you know it well, and you have all the tools and strategies, 2019, you will crush it. You will kill it. You'll grab massive market share. While everyone else is grabbing the crumbs, you're the one that's going to be out there making it happen. And so the other thing is you can't manage what you don't measure. So we're going to walk with you and show you how you've got to really track everything, because if you're not making money every quarter and you're just barely getting by and you're doing the same thing you were last quarter or the quarter before, you have a job, you don't have a business, and you're not serious about your business. So, you know, I'm just being very real with everybody here because I want to help you. I've been in the trenches 50 years, a half a century. There's not too many guys like me running around. And I do this because I am passionate about your success. I know what it's like to do it the hard way. I've done it the hard way. Corey's done it the hard way. And so we created this plan so people don't have to deal with the anxiety and the stress. Did you know, I just read this the other day, 30% of all entrepreneurs suffer from some form of depression because of their business is not going properly. And they think that's underreported because you have anxiety and you have all kinds of things going on inside your head when you don't have people to talk to, because your business is your life. So take that next step. We want to work with you. We want to help you. We want to help you build your tribe, build your community. If you happen to have a job, and some of you do, and you want to transition out to something else, this is the perfect tool. We've helped many, many entrepreneurs leave a job, replace their income, and then have their own business, you know, finally once and for all in their life. So one of the things I want to leave you with is this. 212 degrees is actually, there's a video on YouTube called 212 degrees, and it's a metaphor for boiling water. Boiling water will actually produce steam. Steam will power a whole city. Now, what's really interesting, at 211 degrees, 1 degree less, all you have is hot water. And all of you are right there. You know, you're just 99% of you are like right there. You're like 1 degree away from greatness. Just, you know, not 100 degrees, 1 degree. And I see this all the time. That's why, you know, Corey and I get so passionate about this, because you're so close, but yet so far. This will take you to 212. This will set you up for success for the next year. And it's, you know, at this price point, I mean, really, you think we're actually making, you know, a whole bunch of money here? No. What it happens is you become our client. We work together. You send us clients. We build a working relationship. We have other things you probably would want to get involved with. But this is really, it's just our way of saying we want to work with you. We want to help you and prove to you that this is going to change your life. This is going to change your business. So it's, again, there's nothing out there that comes closer to this, because everything else has been beat up and used and overused. LinkedIn is the last place you can go find prospects. It's a trusted platform. And there's a reason why Forbes, Fortune Magazine, Inc. Magazine, Wall Street Journal did cover stories on LinkedIn saying, if you're serious about your business, you need to be on there. The people that are on there that understand it are killing it right now. We see it every day. We got people that are just crushing it on LinkedIn. And that is, that's the only thing we do. We don't do anything but LinkedIn, because that is where all the wealth is. That is where all the opportunity is. So, and instead of pushing the rope, and that's what everybody's trying to do with old school marketing, you're pulling the rope where people are coming to you. We're going to show you how to have people come to you. Then it's a different conversation. Then we're going to show you how to use the video in the sales process. That way people are coming to you, they're looking to you, they know you're an expert, you're that trusted advisor, you fill your calendar, and you're off to the races. So it's a bulletproof program. And the other thing is, you've done the hardest part already. You have your business, you've been working at it. We all have aspirations. The year is almost over. And everybody looks back this time of year, you reflect and you say, wow, it was, I would have liked to have done things a little differently. There were some things that happened I'm grateful for. But moving forward to 2019, this is going to be my year. If that is your mantra, if that's your message that you're saying to yourself, you absolutely, unequivocally need to do this. If you got to put it on 5 credit cards, put it on 5 credit cards. If you've got a bunch of, you got an art collection, you got to sell a piece of art, do it, because that's not doing you any good right now. You got to leverage what you have. That's what the wealthy do. When people buy properties that are very wealthy, they leverage everything. Robert Kiyosaki, who bought his first property, 4 credit cards he bought that property with and borrowed money. And that set him up when he flipped it and sold it. He made over $250,000 on his first property, and that set him for success. So he said, there's good debt and bad debt. Bad debt is when you go to Vegas and 3 days later you come home with a $30,000 credit card bill. And he laughed. He said, I know some people that have done that. He said, good debt is when you've got an opportunity and in your heart of hearts it's going to make the difference, and you've got to invest into that business. You got to invest in yourself. And he said, because that credit on that credit card is doing you no good. Leverage it and put it to work for you, particularly at this is a ridiculous offer. I mean, this is crazy. So we're doing something special. We love networking after work. We've been involved with you guys for a long, long time, and we believe in what you guys do. This is just not to replace that. This is in addition to what you're already doing. And so, Corey, anything else I left out here? I'm going to turn it back over to you.
Okay, let me go through some questions here, because you guys have some awesome questions. So remember at the beginning I said we go about an hour and a half, depending on the level of questions. So we're gonna go over. I'm just letting you guys know right now. We already have, just because of the level of questions. We've been like furiously answering questions, but I need to come out and talk about some of these because these are really great questions. So let me dive in. So somebody's asking, when do I get my logins? Check in the next 15 minutes. They should be in your inbox. Okay, get your logins. We'll also get you all your bonuses. We got everything all streamlined, so you'll get all that, right? By the way, if you're in, let me know. Go to the chat box and say I'm in. I already had a ton of people say I'm in before. Let me recognize you. So it was Jim. Congratulations. He says I'm in. Richard says I'm in. Umesh says I'm in. Right? Zoel says I'm in. Michael says he already signed up. Tammy says I'm in. Congrats, Tammy. David says he's in. Ted says I'm in. Right? Perfect. David says he's in. Zara said yes. I don't know if that means she's in yet. Matthew says I'm in. I'm in from Daniel. Congrats, Daniel. Awesome. We got Richard who's in. Congrats, Richard. Nathaniel says he's in. Very cool way to spell your name. Erica says I've already received my logins, exclamations, like 4 or 5 exclamations. Jennifer says, okay, perfect. Adam, you are in the chat box. So yes, so I guess that's what we gotta, if you're on mobile, I don't know if you're on mobile, but yeah, you're in the chat box. Jennifer, you're in, right? Or congrats, Jennifer, you're in. Peter says I'm in. Ted says, think Ted said he's in. Margaret says I'm in. Awesome. Okay, Peter says I'm interested in using 76 and not being able to contact you during this presentation. Can I talk to somebody? Okay, we'll have somebody reach out for sure. Ted says, when will this offer last? This is a webinar only special, right? So there's some bonuses that are only available till the end. Once we shut this off, guys, it's a nice thing for us to do, and it helps you, but also it helps us. So I'll be honest, because you stay in, you use the software, you're gonna love it. It's really, really amazing. Okay, so somebody asked, what's the price exactly? Is it $497 a month? No, it's just $497 one time, right? And then if you want to use the software, it's after 90 days. You get it free for 90 days. It's $49 per month. Okay. Ted, I'm going to share Ted's story. He said this is cool. First, he asked if his one of his partners could get on the program. She couldn't join today, but then he said, I'm already a member and love you and Ira. My business is booming with your program. So that's cool. So yeah, awesome, Ted. Thanks for being on, man. Really appreciate that. Okay, let's see. Adam says is written after the word or, and the 49 is written. I don't know. Okay, and by the way, Adam, it's not hard to cancel the software at all. Please, please just know that, right? Just message us and we'll cancel it out. Okay, if you don't want to use it. Oh man, I'm gonna butcher this name. Gyothisha is in. That's awesome. Really, that's you get the prize for the most unique name. Paul says he's in. Margaret says I missed out on the 15-minute special. Aw. Let's see. No one answers my previous question. What about the bonuses offered today for those of you who bought the program this past summer? Richard, just hit up support and they'll let you know what you did get. Okay. Adam says, thank you, I got it. Okay, by the way, thank you guys, and we're glad to see you're in. Okay, so give me a 3 if you're on the fence and you just have a couple questions, or give me a 3 if you're on the fence, like you're not quite in, but this is like really cool and you're really interested in it. CC says I'll be late for my job. Okay. No. Adam says, look, it's not the software that can't be canceled. Well, I'll message you directly. You can absolutely cancel software anytime, and you have my word on that. Okay. Can I still get it, Margaret? Yeah, jump in, Margaret. Absolutely. Okay. So Michelle, Tim, Fish, who are on the line? What's Raul says, I purchased 25 minutes ago to get the bonuses. We'll let you know. So I'll have my team message you. So Michelle, Tim, and Fish, what are your hesitations, right? And this will be good for me to know. Let's see. Scott says, I'm worried about recommending marketing spend until I'm really learning the industry, feel confident LinkedIn is the best use of it. What's your business? By the way, if you're not sure because you're not sure if it'll work for your business, put the type of business that you're in, and I'll let you know specifically. Tim asks, is the $500 travel voucher sellable on eBay? I don't know, Tim. I've never used eBay. That's me. I appreciate the hustle, Tim.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I love the hustle.
Jennifer also did not get Jennifer, it'll take us a little bit to make sure you get all your bonuses because we got to get an email because some people got them and some people didn't, right? Richard says, is there software you're referring to, the Social BFF? Yep, absolutely. Financial services industry from Vanessa. Yes, it'll definitely work. We got tons of financial service people. By the way, if you're worried about compliance, don't worry. We have lots of wealth managers in this program for sure. Need full approval from the bank. I'm a national mortgage banker. Okay, gotcha. I mean, there's not much I can really do about that other than saying you can buy it with your own and get reimbursed. You can buy it yourself and then get reimbursed. But here's how to look at it, Fish. Or Jeff. I think it's Jeff Fishman. It's basically networking on steroids, on the internet, basically. That's what you're doing. So if you can go to a networking event, that's all you're doing on a daily basis, engaging with people. Okay. Not sure if my company will pick up the expense I'm in publishing. Yeah, I get it, Tom. I totally get it. We've had a lot of people that are salespeople or they're in businesses. They're not business owners. They're on a team and they just buy it with their own money and they just monetize the heck out of it because they know they're going to make tons of money in the back end, right?
Yeah,
So it just
Corey, I want
depends
to
on
add
your
something
business
there, if
model.
I could, on that, if I may. You want to, if you're in business, if you're working for a company, you want to be entrepreneurial. If you really want to be super successful, think like an entrepreneur. Do not think like an employee. There's a big difference. Think like an entrepreneur. Get outside the box, and it's a tiny investment when you look at your ROI because you get one sale and you got all your money back plus all these crazy bonuses. So think like an entrepreneur, not like an employee. And they both have completely different mindsets. So back over to you, Corey.
Awesome. Okay, good. How about for estheticians? Margaret, if you want to get businesses to refer you, absolutely, it's going to work really well. So definitely. Clem says they just purchased. Congrats, Clem. Jeff says I understand, need approval on all of it, even if we buy it. Okay, totally makes sense. But just make sure you do it right away because this will go away. So just I'm so excited for people in banking to use it just because I feel like bankers have such a hard grind of it because you got to do things old school. So this is like rocket fuel. I look at this like rocket fuel. Okay, how do I type a message? I see messages from your SAP, but not seeing from you. Roger, you are in the chat box. So sorry if we weren't clear about that, guys. Like if you can type something and send it, you're in the chat box. If it says question or whatever, you can do that. I'm logged in, don't see the chat button. Can you send me the link to it, please? Okay, yeah, let me do that right now, Jennifer. Okay, Debbie says incentive representative with a territory, seller to resellers, corporate users, and meeting planners. Think this would help? Debbie, it's perfect for you. Yeah, absolutely. Margaret says want to purchase $49. Can I still do it? Margaret, you can only because here's what we found: if people just get software, they don't really have results, right? You need to know the strategies so that way you can implement it. Guys, this is worth the investment because if you invest in your knowledge in LinkedIn, it's going to be a huge asset for you over your lifetime, right? Okay, let's see. See a sample template. Can we see a sample template you send a LinkedIn customer description of the message? Yeah, Tim, we already shared one. Were you there on the webinar when we did that? We did that earlier. I mean, I can send you a copy for sure, but we'll have to wait a bit because I'm just answering some questions. I already bought the whole program. Margaret, okay, great. Yeah, sounds great.
Yeah, Corey, we got Adam in here who's an executive coach. We've got tons of executive coaches. So, your audience are, high net worth individuals. You want to coach people that can pay you. So if you're an executive coach, perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Mm-hmm. Can you send? Oh, Jennifer, you're in the chat, so don't worry about that. I don't need to send you a link because you are in the chat. Okay. Okay. Mark says, I have to get off. Are you doing the drawing soon? Yes, as soon as we're done answering the questions, right? Because we're almost through that, I believe. You guys have a lot of great questions. Dre says, I'm in text mobile marketing business. Yeah, it's going to be perfect for you. And Margaret, yes, you do get the software. Just so Margaret's asking if she still gets the software, right? Okay. Let's see, financial advisors trying to build business in community and my city. How is building a book of business in a specific city, not necessarily nationally? Oh, that's perfect. One of the things you can do is you can actually prospect in your own zip code or in multiple zip codes or in your city, right? Jennifer, we'll send it in the logins. Jennifer's asking for a chat link for support. Actually, when you log in, there is a little chat button on the lower left-hand corner. It's in one of the corners, either left or right, that you can chat with us. Cool.
Yeah, Corey, can you do anything on any kind of payment thing? What do you think on that?
If you need a payment, if you haven't gotten in and you'd like to break it up into 2 payments, go to the chat box and let me know. Okay, just put 2Pay and then we'll I don't have anything right now, but I might be able to put something together. Mike says he's in. Congrats, Mike. Does it work for promoting webinars as an affiliate marketer, Raul? It could. There's a certain way you'd need to do it, right? We can show you that for sure. What kind of webinars, right? Roger says, does it work for video film production marketing? Absolutely. About half of our clients are in marketing of some sort, and video, definitely. We used to be in the video business, actually. That was our first business 10 years ago. I'm also direct marketing. Will it help? Oh, Margaret, absolutely. Billy, you're actually in the chat, so you're good. And congrats, Billy says I signed up. Awesome. Is the login page compatible for mobile to train? Yes, it's absolutely compatible for mobile. So, because I listen to a lot of courses on my mobile phone, so I understand that. So yeah, absolutely. Okay. It's not. I don't know if it's optimized for it. It might be, but it is. You can definitely listen to it on your mobile phone. Okay, let's see. Can somebody get Dre a 2Pay link? Yeah. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. For those of you that asked for a 2Pay, I'm gonna send you guys specifically a link. Okay. Don't really do it, but they're gonna get that ready for you guys. Okay. Okay, what's the difference between using your templates and the thousands of other templates that can be found on Google? Ah, Tim, that is $1 million question. And the reason $1 million question is because we've actually made money on LinkedIn. We know how to make money. And you know, most of those people out there talking about LinkedIn, they don't actually know what they're doing, right? We've been featured in Forbes. I don't want to brag, but we've been featured in Forbes. And we've been doing this for a long time, 6 years, and we've gotten 500,000 plus appointments for our clients. So so that's how, right? So you know, we just know what we're doing. You can go out there and grab templates off the internet. That doesn't mean they're going to work, right? I'm interested. I recently lost my job. Want to start something entrepreneurial. Lisa, that's awesome. Okay, great. We'll somebody get Lisa the 2Pay link too. Rhonda, you just hit the chat button. It's like the little question button. So I see what you just put in there. Okay, Scott says, will it work for distributors, restaurant owners, warehouses, anybody who's roller, thermal, paper, labels, big market? Big market. Okay, great. Scott, it's perfect for you. Absolutely perfect. So, yep. So you can be comfortable knowing that. Does the templates apply for cultivating donors and sponsors? Yes, actually, absolutely. We got lots of people in the nonprofit. We also have a guy that's raising money for a film he's making. He's raising $3 million, and he's raised a whole bunch of money already. He just joined, I think, last week. Karen asked, when's the drawing? We're going to do that in a couple minutes. We're just go to the chat box and give me a 5 if I've answered all your questions, and give me a 6 if I have not, by the way. Okay. And Lisa, I remember I got fired from my job, and then that's when I started being in marketing, because I was doing marketing for a company, and they did not. What I did is I started doing their marketing and built this whole marketing division, and then they're like, "Oh, this is cool." So they outsourced my position to a marketing agency, and then they fired me. And that's when I was like, that sucks. So I'm gonna go out there and build my own marketing agency, and so that's what I did, right? And yeah, it's been awesome. So you know, sometimes losing jobs is not bad, right? Kind of like throws you into like being successful. Okay, so we still have questions, guys. So you know, I apologize for those of you that have been super patient, right? We're gonna go over the hour mark a little bit, I apologize. We didn't know we'd have this many people. It was like we showed up, we had like 1,000 people. It was awesome. So we have hundreds and hundreds of people on here. So we still have a ton of people on here, and we have questions. So I just want to make sure everybody gets their question answered. So Michelle, what's your question? Jack says, what's your question? Multi-level marketing. Lou, we got tons of LMLM people, network marketing people. Michelle, are you there? Michelle on our team. We need a link for the 2Pay. Debbie says, got the program. Thanks. Cool. Kruti, what's your question?
Yeah, for network marketing, this is great for building teams, for recruiting. Actually, LinkedIn years ago started off as a recruitment platform. So perfect if you're in direct marketing.
Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Lindsay says I'm in. Hey, Lindsay, welcome. It says you're in insurance. Congrats. We have lots of insurance people in there. Okay, so if you have a question, you type it in the six. Definitely type in your question, like Michelle and all that. Traditional. Does this work for traditional OOH sales and experiential marketing activations? I'm not really sure what OOH sales is, actually. So maybe you can elaborate on that, Michelle. Okay, Dan said I answered all his questions, so that's good. Okay, good. We're going to start wrapping this up, guys. So now's the time. If you got questions, go, 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 because we're going to do the drawing here in a bit. And remember,
Clem,
there's special bonuses that once the call ends, they're over, they're gone. Okay, so you just want to make sure you get those. Ira, over to you.
Yeah, Clem, you're an attorney just starting out. Absolutely, because this is great, depending on what kind of law you're going to be practicing. But one of the things you can do, and this will really help you, is build up your network for referrals. You can work with financial planners, with CPAs, different types of businesses that can be a feeder system, and depending on the kind of law you're practicing, but there's all kinds of ways that you can leverage LinkedIn, because what you got to do is you got to build an audience, and we're going to show you how to do that. So at the end of the year, you're going to have 5,000 targeted people in your community. So can you imagine, as an attorney, a year from now, you've got all those people that know who you are and you're communicating with them? Absolutely, yes.
Awesome. Okay. All right, guys. Mike, I want to show this webinar to my sales staff working again. Mike, I'm not sure if we're going to do a replay. So let's see. We'll let you know through email. Check your email. We might do an encore of some sort. Maybe. Yeah, this is awesome. Okay, OOH is out of the home advertising sales billboards. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Out of home. Out of home. Okay, cool. Make money from home kind of thing, right? That's cool. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. LinkedIn, you can target anybody in any zip code, right? They don't have to be CEOs or owners. They could be executives, but they could just be anybody, managers, right? So you can target anybody. So yeah, I think yeah, I think it's great. Hold on one second. Let me get my. Okay, let me actually do this. Let me. My team got this ready for you guys, so let me just put this up for you guys. This is the TwoPay. Okay. So that's the TwoPay. It's just right there. It's, this link right here. So, all right. Cool. Okay. Hi, Margaret, but you don't you don't get the Amex travel. And by the way, if you do the TwoPay, you don't get the Amex card, just so you know. Okay? Simple stuff. Okay, great. If you do another, just how do you start setting up the video from the bonus to receive the Amex? Nathaniel, we'll give you all the instructions. And by the way, we'll put a lot of stuff in the members area already. Okay? I want to show, let's see, got the TwoPay link. Still need to get value. Do I still get all the goodies? Yes, Dre, but not the Amex card if you use TwoPay. Peter says, interested in approaching high net worth customers. You mentioned something about wealth client approaches. Yes, absolutely. We teach you how to approach only the wealthiest people on LinkedIn and also go whale hunting, Peter. So that would be perfect for you. Okay, any more questions, guys? Last call for questions. And then we're going to do the drawing. Thank you guys for being on still. You guys have been super awesome. And we don't typically go over this long, but we have so much interest, so much action. People are really engaged. And we want to, that's our goal. We're trainers here. We do training, and we never want to leave people not knowing what are the next steps, right? To pay. What does that mean?
That isn't TwoPay.
That's funny.
Corey, I just want to mention one thing. The big reason why, what we want for all of you is we want you to have freedom of time and freedom of money. So when you have extra time and you get time back, that's valuable. That's extremely valuable. For a lot of people, time is more valuable than money. And then when you have that money that you need for yourself, for your family, it gives you the choices where you can do lots of other things, because we've all worked hard and you want to have those nice things that you can share with your family. Money does not make anybody happy, but it certainly helps. It gives you the choices to do the things. As an example, Corey now is doing all these different things. He has freedom, financial freedom, where he's out there traveling around and having these great experiences. And a lot of you who have a virtual business, you could do the same thing. So that's really what the big master plan is to give you back a massive amount of time. Because remember, 80% of your day is non-revenue producing. So we're showing you how to flip it around. So 80% is. When you crack that code, and we're going to help you do that, that's when your world changes. That's when you leverage your time. And until you leverage time and you're just doing one-to-one, not one-to-many, you're going to be on that treadmill forever. So get off that treadmill for the new year. This is something you absolutely have to do, because it's, if not this, what are you going to do? Are you going to go back to the same marketing you did last year? The other thing is, it's harder now to get in front of people than it was a year ago. Corey and I are hearing this every single day. You say, man, I don't know what it is. It's just harder now. It's a grind more than ever. And if you're experiencing that, this is your solution right now. Over to you, Corey.
Awesome. Okay, guys, we're pretty much done. Ted says, you guys are awesome. I need to get a hold of Jesse for my profile set up. You're going to call me. Hey, Ted, why don't you send an email to support@Mojo Global, and they'll direct you, right? If your profile, it's like Karen for profiles, and it's like Jesse, who's also my wife, for your done for you profile cover image, right? So those of you jumping in, you get also interface with my wife. She's amazing. So Richard says, I signed up. Congrats, Richard. Awesome. Which my wife, she's a graphic designer. She actually gets clients on LinkedIn using our mechanisms. And we got married a year ago, and she quit her job before. She did graphic design for a long time, but she's worked for other companies. So she quit her job and she does freelance. And she did that starting after we got married last year in June. Went to Barcelona, got married, and she gets a lot of clients out of LinkedIn. In fact, she's got some really great clients too, and she works with like Make-A-Wish Foundation, Make-A-Wish International, and stuff like that. But every single week she's getting like appointments, people that want to meet with her, all from LinkedIn, and it makes, it's great because I just want her to succeed. She's doing full time for the, first. It's kind of scary, like when you're just starting out. So this really makes it very easy to be comfortable. That you're going to get results, right? Ted says, she is amazing. In fact, she makes you look good. Ha! That's awesome. Thanks, Ted. Crudy, I'm not seeing your question. Put it in there. I don't see your question. Tim says, I'm in. I hope I can sell the voucher. You're so funny. I love it. That's funny. Adam, let's see. Got the email, but it doesn't say. Yeah. Okay, good. Okay, he got it taken care of. Okay, no worries. Richard said, I signed up. Congrats, Richard. Vanessa says, yes, time is most valuable to me. Really love what you guys are saying. That's awesome. I love the emojis, Vanessa. That's cool. Okay. All right, guys. Crudy, ask your question now or forever hold your peace. I can't. You keep typing but not asking a question. So, oh, there it is. I work in a beauty industry. I noticed when creating my profile, there's not an option for that industry. Do you think that I can get many prospects on LinkedIn in this industry? My clients, including a list of prospects, slide with shows earlier. Crudy, absolutely. And we're going to show you how to do that, right? What's cool is like nobody's going to be able to do what you can do because you're going to be able to nail this because you're in LinkedIn. So yeah, it's perfect for you. In fact, I want to see your case study results once you start using this. It's going to be awesome. All right, guys, we are wrapped up. So let's give you the link. Thank you guys for joining, right? And hey, congratulations for those of you that are jumping in. I'm so pumped. So let me give you the link. We're going to be delivering to you guys everything that we said we would, as far as those of you that stayed to the end. So for right now, we're going to give away 2 of those special little Amex gift cards. Even if you bought, you can. This is another chance to win. So so go ahead and go here. Here's the link, right? You go here. It's gonna take you to Facebook. So make sure you're in the browser. That we do this in Facebook chat bot thing, right? I don't know. It's a Facebook thing, Facebook Messenger chat. And so that's how we pick the winner. So all you have to do is go to this link. And actually, let's put, can we put that inside the chat? bmojo.com/win. Is this the right? I think this is the right one. So let me just put that in there. So it's going to take you guys to like a Facebook Messenger thing. Make sure you're logged into Facebook. Okay. And that's how we're doing this. So so just go there. So just copy and paste that into the browser that you're logged into Facebook. I think if you're on a mobile phone, it'll still work, right? And then you just, it should take you there and it should say get started, and then you just hit the get started button, okay? Blame Ted for me being here in the webinar from Jim. Ah, nice, that's funny. Oh yeah, Ted said he sent some people, that's cool, welcome. Glad you're here. Scott says, I'm on the fence because I don't know if my company will expense it. By the way, just go to the link. We're going to pick out the winner in just a moment. I'm going to answer some questions while you guys go register, but go there now. But if I can use the travel voucher, I think I may pull the trigger. How does MX travel voucher work? What can you use it for? Scott, you can use it for travel. So like flights, airlines, rental cars, right? That's what you can use it for. So there's like a website you go to where you redeem it and you kind of book the travel stuff. So so that's how it works, right? It's like it's not like it's not an Amex gift card, right? It's not like an Amex card. It's a travel voucher. So you use it like cash to purchase travel packages, right? Which is really cool. Margaret says Ted sent me. Ah, welcome. We got like a Ted fan base here. Bunch of Ted groupies. It's awesome. Welcome, guys.
At a crossroads right now for your business, for your life, what you decide right now, not to be overly dramatic, but it's true, is going to shape and determine where you're going to be for this next year and beyond. This is, this is your business. Your business is your life. If you're an entrepreneur, you eat, sleep, and breathe your business. You've got to make an investment in your business if you truly want to grow it. And that's just how it is. And anybody who's had success as an entrepreneur knows you've got, and this is such a minuscule investment. If you break it down over a year, you're looking at a little over $1 a day, $1.50 a day, the price of less than a Starbucks. So, I mean, it's ridiculously inexpensive. So over to you, Corey.
Okay. You guys need any more time? Let's see. Ted says, thank you for your time today. Yes, I did a lot of my team on this webinar. I'm your biggest advocate. Oh, that's so awesome. Okay. Okay, we got all you guys here. Anybody else need more time? Right? Or you guys all register? Okay. I'm going to give away the first one, the first Amex travel voucher valued at $500, guys. So you can use it for flight, rental car, or hotels. And the winner of the first is Nathaniel Butler. Congratulations, you are the winner of the first Amex travel voucher. Hit us up at support@mojoglobal.com and we'll make sure you get that right away. Okay. Right on. Congratulations. Awesome.
Hey, congratulations.
Okay. All right. There's somebody that's still trying to register. Michael does. Yes, Mike says, does bmojo/win take me to the Mojo Global Facebook page? It should take you to a message like Facebook chat or something like that. Roger says, this has been informative and motivating. Ah, awesome, Roger. Fish says, bummer, I can't get on. Oh, that sucks, man. Okay, you guys ready? Okay, the winner of the second American Express American Express travel voucher worth $500 flight. You can use it for flights, hotels, and rental car. Goes to Vanessa, congratulations, Vanessa White Eagle. You are the winner of this travel voucher. That's awesome. Congratulations. And hit us up at support@mojoglobal.com. We'll let you know. Ted says, awesome, Nathaniel. He's on my team. Fish says, thank you both so very much. Awesome, guys. Well, hey, you guys are free to go. Thanks so much. This is a limited webinar promotion. Once we turn this webinar off, some of the bonuses are gone. So if you're kind of got the shopping cart open, just fill it out and submit it. And we'll see you in the program. We have training every single week. The video training is already in there. We'll send you an email with all your logins and all of that stuff. And as always, we're proud to be in front of you guys. We're really, truly honored that so many people have an interest in LinkedIn and that we're the ones that you seek for advice on what to do with it. So we're very honored by that. We don't take that lightly. And really, truly, we want nothing but your success. So,
Corey, should we play maybe Sabrina? They might get a kick out of that in a couple of the other videos.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
We got so many people here still.
Okay, yeah, we've got some people still on. So we're gonna play a couple of videos, and then yeah, it's we'll kind of wrap this up. So what we're gonna play here are some case studies of different kinds of businesses and how they've been successful with this. Okay. Okay, here we go. It's just gonna load and then pop up. Just one moment.
Hi, this is Mark Harris here from Event Promoters Mastermind, and I just want to share with you something really exciting. You know, my friends Ira and Corey over at Mojo, they really have a world-class system when it comes to marketing on LinkedIn. And their system did some amazing things for us and got us hundreds of thousands of dollars in new clients for the different businesses and masterminds that I put together. In fact, we've actually created an event producers program just regarding the LinkedIn strategy, using their system and some of their methodology mixed with our methodology to get more people into seats and doubling attendees and all that. So if you want to really do some amazing things when it comes to LinkedIn, if you want to really engage properly and do some amazing things and not have it take a lot of your staff's time and all that, and still make a lot of money and have it be an amazing program for you, then I'd strongly suggest that you reach out to Mojo and Ira and Corey and what they've got going there. It'll really knock it out of the park for you. In my case, it brought in 6 figures of extra revenue and profits. And I think it could do the same for you. And if you also want to see how LinkedIn can also work with event promotions or getting more attendees or people in seats to your different events, then you can also reach out to us at Event Promoters Mastermind.
Hi, this is Sabrina Gibson, and I am a social media strategist, and I got to tell you, I stumbled across this unbelievable tool. The way it works is that you basically can find your prospects on LinkedIn, and it automatically sends messages to them, starting conversations. So I thought, well, that's pretty cool. You get to send out 100 messages a day. If you think about that, that's 3,000 messages a month. And I figured we'd probably get 1 or 2 each 100 messages we sent out. So we sent 100 messages out. We were offering a simple 30-minute consultation for social media. And guess how many responses we got? 45. 45. I said, what is going on? I thought there was some sort of a mistake, but it wasn't. And as we went through it, we started to contact each person, and our calendar started to fill faster than I could ever imagine. In fact, we had to turn the thing off because we were getting too many leads, and we had to go back and restructure and figure out how to start qualifying them on a faster level. I'll tell you what, Ira Rosen, Corey Michael Sanchez, they are the winning team for your business if you're looking to generate more leads for your business, if you're looking for more qualified prospects, and you're looking to fill calendars with people who are actually ready to buy your products. You got to get in contact with them. That's Mojo. Ira and Corey are going to knock your socks off, so make sure you wear an extra pair.
This is Brad Dixon. Just wanted to tell you about the LinkedIn software that we've been using. Actually used it to reach out to attorneys. About the only way that I found that I can get into attorneys, get past the gatekeeper. Here I am talking directly to the attorneys through LinkedIn. Basically asked them to do an interview with me. I had 42 attorneys that did interviews with me. We got them posted and ranking on page 1 of Google, and was able to close 5 deals at a total of $60,000 a year. It's been just incredible. To be able to have that type of impact and reach into the attorneys that I could not otherwise get a hold of. So it's been great.
All right. Okay, great. We still have well over 100 people on here. But those case studies, just people that have had great success and results. I mean, started out like you, didn't know how to do it, and now they're LinkedIn masters. So LinkedIn masters of the universe. So let me, hold on, let me hit a button. All right. Okay, cool. All right. So, all right, guys. Well, anything else, Ira, you'd like to share before we wrap this up?
Well, I want to thank everybody for, being here on this webinar. It really says a lot about you. It says that, you're serious about your business. And again, if you're on the fence, just take that next step. We do have a complete 100% double your money back guarantee. So after 90 days using our system every day, if you don't get one client, reach out to support. We'll give you a full refund, double your money back, no questions asked. So, I mean, there's zero risk here. What's risky is not to do anything, because then you're going to continue on with the same methodologies. And it's a marketing game, and we all know that. And if you're going to be an entrepreneur, you've got to have predictable leads, because that's the one thing that is the defining difference from success and struggling. And so we don't want anybody to struggle, because we have the technology, we've got the knowledge, we've got all the systems and processes in place, and we've got a whole team that is ready to work with each and every one of you, because your success is our success. And we really want everybody to have massive success for 2019.
Yeah, in fact, just a little thing on me. This is like, we're LinkedIn experts, but I don't, Ira and I have both passion projects that we work on. Ira's huge into fitness. I actually wrote a book. I'll show this to you guys, because it's obviously a little bit different than what we do here at Mojo. But I wrote a book, and it's called One Simple Secret on How to Beat Bad Days and Live a Happy, Joy-Filled Life. And it's a cool book. And so we do other stuff that we're super passionate about, but we have other passions that we're really interested in. I'm big into giving back, right? This is one of my big give back projects. I've donated tons of books to battered women's shelters, and also looking to do more of that. And so and if you have any other companies that you think, I'd be happy to give anybody here a copy of the book as well, a digital version. And if you have any organizations that you think would benefit from it, I'm looking to do more book donations and stuff like that. I think it's awesome. But this is all about helping people live a better, more enriched life, and that's what we're all about here at Mojo, because we want people to be happy, and we want people to get results and success. And so we like to keep things well-rounded here at Mojo. But and if you want that book, it's on Amazon. But we got all kinds of things that we're interested here. For us, it's not really, it's more about impact than it is money. Obviously, you can tell from the price point that we offered. But all right, guys. Well, hey, I'm going to shut the webinar off. So remember, sign up now, and some of the bonuses you can only get while this webinar is on. Otherwise, those go away. But we'll see you guys in the program. The training, we do live training. In fact, if you jump in today, we're actually about to start one of our trainings. So you jump on the training, get some quick, fast results. And by the way, there's one, for those of you that did sign up, there's one thing I want you to go through. It's called the Rapid Results Messaging System. I guarantee you, if you go through that and you use it, you're going to get appointments like same day, instantly, immediately. Okay? Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you in the program.